Are you considering becoming a nurse, but you're not sure if you should choose an LPN track or RN career? Well, I have some personal information that I would like to share with you guys that I feel will be very helpful to you. So if you guys would like to see this video, go ahead and stick around. Hi everyone, my name is Quel. Welcome back. So today I have another nursing video, and if you guys, I consider this as a personal small business, and if you guys like to support my small business, please just subscribe to this channel. And another thing I ask is that you watch this video in its entirety, and even if you don't want to watch the full however minutes it is, you can actually fast forward the speed, and then you can click the little buttons so that you can fast forward this video so you can actually watch it in its entirety, but it'll be on like a 1.5 or 2.5 speed, so it'll go really fast. But that definitely helps my video if you guys watch it in its entirety. So today, I know a lot of my subscribers are here for my nursing videos. I do have a playlist in the description box below, so please check out that playlist I have from the start to the finish, how I decided to go to nursing school in the beginning, and now I am an actual nurse. So I did go through an LPN track, and in short, I have no regrets. I would do it all over again. I am so glad that I went through the career path and I chose the path that I did for my personal lifestyle, and that's what you just have to consider. My lifestyle is completely different than, say, somebody that just graduated high school. So I am 29. I know age really doesn't matter, but I'm 29. I have 2 kids and I have a lot of previous work experience. I do have some college credit, but not enough that I will be able to go straight into an RN program. And that was one of my main focuses on why I wanted to go into an LPN program. All of the RN programs, not only do you have to have pre-education prerequisites or general education classes before that, there's a long wait. So it may take 2 years to do the general education classes, but you still have to be on a waiting list to get into the RN programs. At least it's very competitive where I am located, which is in Central Ohio. All of the RN programs have a 1.5 to 2 year waiting list, and that's all determined by, I know GPA plays a big role. Of course, you have to pass the HESI exam by a certain percentage, and that's just an entrance exam that you have to have. Really? Of course, Ava's in the background. You guys already know the deal. So that you have to pass the entrance exam, of course, and also you have to, a lot of the programs require that you already be a nurse's aide. So I used to be a nurse's aide, so here it's called a STNA, State Tested Nurse's Assistant. Some places are called CNA. But it's all the same thing. So in my area, all of the colleges that I checked out, you had to be a STNA in my area. That was a huge determining factor on me going to the LPN program, because I needed a program that I could get in and get out. I didn't have 2 years to 2.5 years to dedicate to classes. Now, the other thing is, I did not jump at the first LPN school that I saw. I did check out 3 of them, and I fell in love with the second one that I saw. But in hindsight, I'm so glad that I chose the school that I chose. And I can go into detail in another time on the particular school that I chose and why I chose that school. But it definitely, one of the major things is it had a great rapport with a lot of the healthcare facilities in our area, and also the NCLEX passing rate was, I believe, a 98%. So the school that I chose definitely prepared the students for passing the state board exam. The LPN schools that I checked out, they didn't have a waiting list whatsoever. You just had to sign up. The only thing is, it is a lot more expensive. Again, I'll go into detail more, but my school was $15,000. So it's for a 12-month program. So it's very expensive, but it's definitely doable and so worth it, because in a year they prepare you and send you off and you're able to find employment. I saw schools that were a lot more than that, so I thought $15,000 was a reasonable price for a full-time program for 12 months. So there was no waiting list, and they started 3 times a year. So basically had a sit-down talk with Marcus, and I told him the plan, and we just executed the plan. Also, another major reason why I decided to become an LPN first before becoming an RN, there's not a hefty long wait list like there is just to hop from regular schooling to an RN program. The LPN to RN track is less competitive because there's not a lot of people that just start off with their license being a LPN. So that gives you a foot in the door. You already have the experience. You're working as a nurse already. You're having that contact. You have that education behind you. So hopping into an RN program won't be just a completely different world to you. You'll feel more comfortable because you've had that experience and you've had that knowledge before. So it's easier to transition into becoming an RN. So I'm so glad that I decided. So now I'm just looking for transitional programs that blend my LPN, and a lot of the schools have previous experience credit, I believe is how the terms that they put it. So for a lot of the classes transfer, so classes that I've taken for my school, they transfer this to the schools that I'm looking for. And I wanted to be sure before I became and dedicated all of these years to RN, like I wanted to be sure that I actually wanted to be a nurse, you know? Like, I know you have the desire in your heart, but I wanted to be sure I wanted to work as a nurse before I spend X amount of years in school, get out there and realize that I do not want to be a nurse and I'm a whole RN and I'm deep in this career. You would decide that I don't want to become a nurse, or I'm, you know, 2.5 years into the program and I figure this is not where I want to be. So I know now that I definitely want to become a nurse. Those were definitely things that I considered before choosing whether I wanted to be a RN or an LPN first. I definitely recommend, especially if you're an adult learning, not to say that you can't hop right into RN school, just if you have a lifestyle like me where I'm still paying bills, I have kids to support, I'm looking to buy a house, and I have to have income come in, you know? So I didn't have the time, like that year was enough, and we definitely sacrificed a lot within the year. A little bit younger and you have less responsibility as far as financial responsibility, and you may live with your parents, or you have help and you know for sure that you want to get your RN or your BSN, I do suggest that you hop right in there and as soon as possible be able to get your general education classes out the way, do it during the summertime, whatever you have to do, and hop right into an RN program because they fill up just like that. So you have to make sure you get your admissions in. For the ones that I've seen, you have to do a meeting, orientation, so there's a lot that you have to consider. You have to do your entrance exam by a certain day, and get a certain score. So there's a lot to consider with a nursing school. For my LPN program, there was a lot, but there wasn't any general education classes whatsoever for the LPN school either. I didn't have to be in STNA because that was already written into the first semester curriculum. So that was really good. That was another thing that I liked about the program. It was 1 year. So it was a full-time program for 1 year, and after that year you can go on and get your license and become a licensed nurse. I'm just sharing my experience, you guys. This is just what I have witnessed that has worked for my lifestyle. I am in the future going to consider going back to school and becoming an RN because I love nursing. I love helping people and I'm glad I'm in this field. But it was the right choice for me because I wanted to, for one, make sure that nursing, that I actually liked it. And I wanted to, before I dedicated a lot of time and a lot of money, I wanted to make sure that this was the career choice for me, and I think it is. So if you guys have any input, if you guys would like to share your experience, if you've gone through LPN program, if you've gone right into RN program, we're here to learn and love each other and give each other some advice. So feel free, my comments are open. So give me some advice as far as RN school, especially if you've done the LPN to RN school. Tell me some experiences that you have, or if you're already a RN, tell me some experience that you have, okay? Well, thank you so much for joining me, you guys. I hope that I was extremely informative and helpful today. Well, I will see you real soon. Give me some suggestions in the comments, and we will talk soon. Bye-bye.